Yo, what's good? What's going on, man? Salute to everybody tuning into the channel, man. It's your boy Acito, man. So I did a blog about DJ Webstar, Brittney Taylor, Bianca, the whole drama going on with this chicken noodle soup record, this 5,000 record. Bianca she did a live yesterday, and I caught like towards the end of the live, but she did an interview with a platform where she was basically telling her side of the story when it came to the chicken noodle soup record. How she felt like Webstar didn't do good business. She felt like when he initially got the deal with Universal, they should have did the deal through her because she was the artist. And Chicken Noodle Soup was a song that she created. I believe her uncle was the one that produced the record, and she wrote the lyrics and had the concept. DJ Webstar, where he plays a role, is he's pretty much the person that broke the record. He's the one that kind of constructed the record, kind of told her, all right, we're going to put this here, we're going to put this here, and actually added the necessary components to really push the record and make the record what it is today. Even so much to the point is being creative and adding Voice of Harlem. You know what I'm saying? And the whole strategy behind adding Voice of Harlem, I thought was a marketing like genius. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're from New York City. It's the summertime. They just got this song, Tone Wop. It's buzzing in the streets. It's already a dance called Chicken Noodle Soup. And now you have this song called Chicken Noodle Soup. So how can I break this record in the summer? Like, where is a place in New York City, in Harlem, that everybody goes to? Kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to my brother Mills. Like I said in my last blog, we used to stay out there in New York and in Harlem at the Kingdom or the Rucker. You know what I mean? So he pretty much went there and had Voice of Harlem get on the record. And this was the first time Voice of Harlem ever cut a record before. I didn't know that. I did not know that, because he's Mr. Famous, Mr. No Music, you know what I'm saying, with Ted Smooth. So he gets Voice of Harlem, puts Voice of Harlem on the record, has him do the ad-libs, Voice of Harlem, doing all that, had him do all that on the record. And that really, like, for me, Voice of Harlem is like, when I hear that record, it's Chicken Noodle Soup, Voice of Harlem's ad-libs, you know what I'm saying, the dance. Like, Bianca, salute to Bianca, like the bars is, you know what I mean, she definitely held her component, but I feel like her verse is not like the be all. Like, if you didn't have her on there, like, the record wouldn't be what it would be. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a very important component just for her look and her voice and the bars, but don't get it fucked up. Like, when you hear that Voice of Harlem scratch, or when you hear that DJ Webstar, like, all that shit plays a part, even the beat. You know what I mean? But I wanted to bring up this interview that he did with this gentleman here. Let me see. Let's pull it up here. So he's sitting down with this guy named Don J. Now, Don J must be his first interview ever, because his interviewing skills is a little annoying. You know what I'm saying? Like, over talking to guests, not letting the guest complete a full sentence or finishing the sentence for the guest. Say, my nigga, you gotta relax, my nigga. You gotta relax. I wish there was some like fucking some points here. So it's so much to this story, bro. It's so much to this story. So let me go to the story of Voice of Harlem. Listen to this, bro. Listen to this.
I'm gonna say the story. Bianca, this is one of the reasons why I'm happy I took the deal. Bianca goes, nah, fuck that. AG's a crackhead. We're not giving him nothing. We're gonna give him some money. I'm taking 30%, you take 20%.
And all right, she's street savvy, 16-year-old, but trying to get.
She was 6.
So this is what's happening right here. So Webstar is talking about the business aspect of the song. When it comes to like the publishing, the writing, you know what I mean, things of that nature. Now, mind you, you got Young B, Bianca, you got Webstar, you got the producer, and you got Voice of Harlem. It's 4 people on this record. So the publisher has to get split 4 different ways. So he's talking about what Bianca is suggesting to do with the publishing with Voice of Harlem. Listen to this shit.
See, but
Did somebody tell her that?
Listen,
Somebody put that in her ear, maybe?
A 3 or 4 year old know right from wrong, brother. I'm not making no excuse. 16, 17, 18. You know when it comes to money, what you want. My daughter is 12 years old. She know how to get money for me right now.
Right.
So her at 16 back then, she like, I'm taking 30%. You take 20. So what did I do? I'm gonna tell you what I did. I took my 20% and I split it with AG. So if you look at the publishing split, her and her uncle got 80% of the record, right?
So these are checks coming to y'all where you're able to divvy it up amongst each other.
No, it goes automatically to you. Like, so if it's $1 million,
okay,
they got 80% of $1 million.
All right,
and me and Voice of Harlem split 20%.
Okay, gotcha.
But my 20% is deeper than that because so now I got to give Voice of Harlem 10% of the record. I only get 10%.
Now you get 10 because
real
you
nigga, man.
And then I got a partner.
Real nigga, man. He could have easily just like paid Voice of Harlem some bread. I'm pretty sure Voice of Harlem don't know the business. He could just pay the nigga some bread, you know what I mean, and didn't give him the publishing, which is some slime ball shit, you know what I mean? And I wanted to see if Bianca was gonna, say if that was true or not, you know what I mean? And I got Voice of Harlem's number. I'm gonna hit him up too, but I just think that's some slime ball shit, bro. Like you saying the man's a crackhead. Even if he was, not to say he is, because my nigga, I'm pretty sure my nigga don't. That's my guy right there. My nigga don't do no drugs. But even if he was, right, that still don't give you the right to take advantage of the man and don't give the man publishing. Like you don't know if he got kids or wife or whatever. Like that could have got passed down to the next generation. And salute to DJ Webstar for being a real one and doing the right thing and giving him a piece of that publishing. You know what I mean? I thought that was very honorable.
All right. So I take half of my 10 and I put it into the label.
So now you're down to 5.
I'm down to 5% of the record.
And 5 G's came from this, from you having 5%.
Yeah.
Nah.
So let's get to 5. So now
okay,
I start seeing that and I'm like,
so we're gonna talk about 5 G's. Let me get y'all up to speed with 5 G's, right? I'm gonna play some of 5 G's. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play some of that right now for y'all. Hold up. We're gonna come right back to this. I'm gonna play some of that for y'all. Hold up. So this is 5 G's, right? So 5 G's is a record that notoriously legendary song. You know what I'm saying? Castanet just went viral like last year dancing to this on Twitch with Kyrie Irving and shit. But this song, bro, it couldn't get cleared because of samples. So that's why you don't see it on DSPs or anything like that. But this song right here, it kind of came around about after Chicken Noodle Soup. And this is where Brittney Taylor comes in. Okay. Web is going to tell the story of this, you know what I'm saying? But Bianca's not on this song. This is Brittney Taylor's song. Bianca is on tour. Well, she's like a pop-up tour, you know what I mean? I guess she's doing little shows, but I think she was on the Bow Wow tour to do Chicken Noodle Soup. And she performed to this song. Then there was another clip, but I'm going to show y'all where she's performing to this song. It's crazy, but check out this. Look at this video. I want y'all to see this video. This shit legendary, bro. This is a legendary song, right?
Oh, please.
Quality ain't that great because it's old.
5 G's, oh, please.
This shit legendary.
You can't do the 10 G's, oh, please. Y'all just be clowning. I want to see you 5,000.
It's a legendary song, B. Everybody in this video too, son. Produced by Ron Browse. It's legendary. DJ Webstar. On why? Hey. Bad one. Bad one. Chicken noodle soup. Hey, shake it out. Shake it out. Legendary. That's Brittney Taylor right there.
Do it for the lady.
Let's go.
Do it for the lady.
Let's go.
Do it for the lady.
Let's work.
Can't do the 5 G's, oh please. Y'all can go Google that. You know what I'm saying? The song is called 5 G's, okay? legendary song in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, Bianca is going out and she's performing this record, and it's starting to cause a lot of commotion because it's like, bro, you're performing her record. This is Brittney Taylor's record, but Web is going to break down how 5Gs came apart. And salute to, I think it's the Swag Harlem kids, because they're also featured on this song too. But the story of this shit is like crazy. Like, I didn't even know all this was going on when it came to, like, you know what I mean? Like these songs and how they came about. It's super, super dope. Super, super dope. All right, hold on. Yourself, y'all.
Damn, like, I'm glad I did do the deal for myself, because who knows what she would have cut me out of if she would have did the deal for herself. You already cut me out the publishing, right?
So all right, so listen, I have this deal on the table. He came directly to you.
Yes.
So that's how you did the deal for yourself, because he came directly to you.
I didn't do my deal with Brian. I wish I would have, but
I'm sorry. You were Universal.
Universal.
Yes. So when Universal came,
they came.
Second album was Koch. First album Universal.
Yes.
So when Universal came to you, this is Caught Up in the Web.
Yes.
They came to you.
Yes.
For the record, they didn't sit down with Bianca or did you to bring them to the meetings, but they came directly to you.
She's 16.
So this is your business. They came to you.
Yes.
Hey, Web, we're looking for you. The labels were looking for you. Were they looking for her?
Homie gotta let him talk. Like, you over talking him. Let him talk, bro.
Was.
Okay.
But like, New York is New York. You know what's going on. Yo, who record is this? Oh, it's the Kid Webstar record. He's been doing these records. He got an artist named Bianca. They knew what time it was.
So they came.
Another thing too. So around the time when Chicken Noodle Soup came out, right? Bianca's only like 15, 16 years old. So they had to pay, when they did the deal, I believe Web had to pay for, it was like some type of, they had to go to court for something. And a judge had to look over the contract to make sure, you know, Bianca wasn't getting jerked or nothing like that. And Web had to pay for her to get a lawyer as well. And this all came out of the advance that they got for the actual album. You know what I'm saying? I remember him talking about that, so I just wanted to put that in the air.
To you at this point.
Yes.
And you did the deal.
Yes.
Perfect.
Cool.
All right.
So now, back to the Bianca thing. Excuse me for 1 second. So now the publishing thing happened. So my eyebrows is raised. I'm like, damn, I gotta split my half with AG, and she calling him a crackhead. I don't know. I never seen AG smoke crack.
Crazy.
I'm not gonna call him a crackhead.
Disrespectful.
Me either, and I see him a lot of times on the east side. Shout out to the legend.
Shout out to him. I don't know what he does. But regardless if he smoked crack or not, guess what? He still got a family. Okay. So I'm like, let me give him half of mine. Cool. That happens. Now we doing
that's honorable. That I like the moral compass with that. Like this is still.
So now we doing shows. Yeah, of course. Everything's with love. Right. Now we doing shows, Jay. We made $2 million the first year of shows.
Nice.
Me and Bianca.
That's like the
we
real
doing
money.
the shows together.
Next to publishing, performing
G,
live.
you gotta.
It's the real money.
Yeah.
It's the second thing. The second
interviewer, bro. Salute to you, man. I know you cool, my nigga. You definitely gotta have better etiquette, bro, when you interview. Like you're talking at the wrong points, and like nigga could forget important points in certain like very, very intriguing like moments in a story. And you're interrupting him in the wrong points. Like, if some of the questions you're asking is like common sense questions, my nigga. Like, like Jesus Christ.
Eyebrow raiser.
Okay.
We doing shows. We splitting the show money down the middle.
50-50.
Yes.
Okay. That's appropriate.
You made $1
right?
million.
We on. You tell me. I'm gonna tell you the story, and you tell me.
I would say. I mean, but if I was an artist,
nigga,
at that age, maybe I would think, damn, I deserve more because I'm actually. So maybe that.
Let me break it down to you before you say that. Let me give you the story before you chime in. Cool. So we on tour with Bow Wow, Price of Fame tour.
Okay.
They paying us probably like 10 grand a show. We opening up. We got to be on stage for 20 minutes. We got one record.
Okay.
All right. So are you following me?
Yeah.
We got to be on stage for 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
We got one record, Jay.
So you spinning.
So no, I'm not even spinning. I'm Dougie Freshin' my ass off for 15 minutes.
Okay. So
say ho, say hey.
As
side,
a DJ,
right side,
master of ceremony,
walk it out, lean with it. I'm doing the most crowd participation.
This nigga's annoying, bro.
As you should.
I'm just rocking the crowd for 15 minutes.
Right.
The last 5 minutes, Chicken Noodle Soup comes on, Bianca comes out, we do the record.
Right.
Love you, good night, sweet dreams. We all leave. I take my $5 grand. She take her $5 grand to show whatever we getting.
Okay.
I pay my manager. I hired my partner Art to as management, even though he was my partner, just so I could give him some show money because me and Bianca were getting show money. Bianca brought her moms. So we got to pay a DJ, we pay management.
Right.
So so her mom one day say, why we giving Web half the money for the shows? That nigga don't do nothing but say his name on the record.
Wow.
So I decided not to
crazy.
go to the next show.
Okay, so how many shows were you in before you decided?
That's disrespectful.
We did maybe.
That's disrespectful, bro. Like the audacity for the mother to say, "Why do we have to give him half? All he do is say his name on the record." Like that would have made me not even want to do the tour no more. Like let her ass suffer. This is why parents, family gotta know they role, bro. Know your role, because you could have just sabotaged that whole tour and messed it up for your daughter. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
I don't know, 50 shows.
And then
all right. No. I decided not to go to the next show. And then Bianca called me after that show and said,
got you. Makes sense.
I need you to come back. I can't think. I ain't gonna get into it, but
right, okay, understood.
She understood my worth then when it came to the shows.
Got you. Oh, I understand why I need a DJ. But in reality, when you perform as an artist, you need a DJ anyway.
Well, we had a DJ, Dajay.
Okay.
So we hired a DJ. So I used to take my brothers on the road who helped me start. Right. Danny D came on some shows.
Nice.
Get On Up, Ronnie Ron. All my friends, I tried to get money with all my friends.
Right.
So we had a DJ.
Okay.
I'm not just a DJ. I'm an artist too. And that's the part that got lost. I see one of her interviews, she was just like, I don't do this. Well, I'm like, if you're 16 years old, then how do you break a record in 2006 with no social media? You tell me.
Okay.
I'm asking you.
You got to have a street presence because at the time, Instagram and TikTok and going viral wasn't it. You got to have a street presence. And then from my experience working in the industry or interning and being at labels and working under a lot of artists, you got to go for ads. So that's your radio.
You got to have money.
And then,
of course. We didn't have no money. So guess what? It was all grit. All the work I was putting in, giving out
relationships and people knowing you.
All the work I was going to give out flyers at the schools,
from the parties,
building a fan base up in Harlem, allowed me to have the core to break some shit.
Got you, because they trust you.
We
now.
have
this
no
is
money.
Web.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
You got to know how to sell it. So now you got those two things. So now Bianca decided to go get a manager named Hunk, and they started doing music together. And I ain't gonna lie, it was friction. And I'm not gonna lie, Dajay, I was cocky as a motherfucker back then. You gotta remember, I come from nothing. I never had more than $2,000-$3,000 in my life before I got that money. So I was cocky. I'm like, I could take a little girl who never did music before,
right,
and a nigga from a basketball tournament that's on the mic that never did music before, and I can make a hit record. So you know what I did?
And that was you did another one.
I said, I'm gonna go find 5 dancers that never did music before.
That's what 5 Gs comes
I'm gonna put them in the studio. Besides Brittney, the swag kids really never did music before. I go find them. I say, yo, we gonna make a record.
Okay.
We came up with the 5,000, right?
Okay.
The 5,000 is one of New York's biggest underground records of all time.
Classic.
The record went stupid. I would have had a deal for them, but we come from a dysfunctional place in Harlem, bro.
Right, understood.
Shout to all the swag kids.
All of the swag kids
shout to Milton, Bree Beauty, KP, Kev Light, Peaches, Crybaby. I love all of them. I still speak to mostly all of them. But we was dysfunctional in Harlem.
Okay.
So 2 of them caught gun charges and everything just went out the window. I couldn't, nobody wanted to do a deal with them. It was just whatever, but we had a great moment in time.
Yes.
So now I'm like, fuck it. I can't rely on no artists because like me and Young B, it didn't work. Then the swag kids we had.
They
rubbed you wrong.
Like
no, the swag kids ain't rubbed me wrong.
I mean,
Young B rubbed me wrong.
Because we go through things even.
So you understand,
bro. Let him talk. Let him talk, bro.
From certain things because
Jesus Christ.
Dajay, imagine working hard.
Right.
You don't know what you're working hard for, but you know you're working hard. And then you finally get a break, and then somebody else causes it not to work. So now what do I do? I said, you know what? I'm gonna work with Ron Browns. We're gonna do an album together. Me and Ron Browns working on an album together. In the midst of me and Ron Browns working on an album together, he makes Pop Champagne.
Yes.
Pop Champagne blows the fuck up. I'm not on that record, right? What do? Do I get jealous? No. I run around with Ron Browns to every label and every DJ, and I'm helping him work his record because that's my nigga.
Right.
If he get on, I know I'm back on. He gets the fuck on. Every label turned on us, Danje. Every label. We sat there with everybody before the shit popped. Then when he pop off, you know what I do? I go make a record that sounds similar to his record, to the same labels that passed on me once. You ain't gonna pass on me twice. You already missed this one.
Smart.
Then I go do a deal for Dancing on
Dancing
Me.
on Me. I was just about to
Dancing
allude
on
to that.
Me.
So
Classic.
Dancing on Me.
Now I don't have to worry about artists.
And
I'm
this
the
is
artist.
Koch at the time.
Koch, I go.
Shout out to D Sound and
Shout out to Jim
Ram,
Jones. Jim Jones called me and was like, yo, Koch owe me some money. They owe me $150. We could do the deal with me. It could be both our record, and you could go do another deal somewhere else. So I did the deal with Jim Jones at Koch.
Right.
I turned around, once we do that deal, I turn around the next week and go to Universal again and do a deal with Steve Rifkin.
So you double back. Okay.
I did 2 deals.
All right.
I did the record called Tipsy with me and Jada Kiss and Serrani. That was my single over on. So I didn't have 3 different deals.
Okay.
I wasn't even a rapper, Danje. I was a hustler that learned the business as I went, and I got really good at it.
But DJing, master of your craft for sure. It wasn't like
I'm always going to DJ. I'm a
Yes.
DJ till I'm 100 years old.
right, but you became an artist through
Yes,
these forms of
because it
putting
was
together
like,
these records.
It was like, okay, I tried it with Bianca and my label. It didn't work for me. Cool.
Right.
When God gives you lemons, you make lemonade. You figure it out. Okay, that didn't work. All right, let me try the Swag Kids. Okay, that didn't work. No bad blood, it just didn't work. All right, let me try with Ron Browns. Oh shit, he got on by himself. Let me try to get myself on.
Right.
So every time God gives me something, I don't look at the negative thing. I look at the positive.
Right.
I want to do all positive. I want to do all positive. So even with me and Bianca, I'm 21 years old, Danje. She's 16. I don't know nothing about music. Did I make some of the wrong decisions? Absolutely, I did.
You don't know nothing about the music business.
I don't know about how do I know?
Yeah, we're learning together.
I'm from,
right.
I'm from Spiller Hill, bro. I don't
Got
know
you.
nothing.
All right.
I know how to count money. I know how to do parties, and I know how to sell a little bit of drugs, and that's all I know. I don't know nothing else.
Makes
I don't
sense.
have no failures in the industry. I ain't have nobody teaching me nothing.
Oh.
So all this happened fast. So I probably, could I have made the album hers? I probably could have made the album hers, but who's to say if the album is hers, anybody else gets on for my crew?
So question.
Yes.
Right. To her defense.
Yes.
At this time, did she have multiple deals going as well?
No.
And
She did.
And
Voice
why
of Harlem
didn't
have
she?
multiple deals
No.
going as well?
No.
All right. So you would kind of be the
So-
factor that
I think about this.
was growing life through
Think about this.
that opportunity.
The Voice of Harlem was inside to me.
Right.
The
but
Voice
we
of
knew
Harlem
him
made a
in-
record called Harlem March. That was a huge record. He had Diddy on it. He had Nori on it. No music.
Right.
Why he didn't get a record deal has nothing to do with me.
Okay.
I wasn't his manager. He wasn't signing me. I don't know. We was just cool.
Okay.
Bianca.
So
Let him go,
he
bro.
did that record 20 years ago.
Go.
She hasn't been signing me yet. I don't know how long.
because this is the 20th anniversary of the Chicken Noodle Soup record.
Yes.
So I see a lot of this tension on the internet, or people have been speaking because this is the 20th
Yeah.
anniversary of the Chicken Noodle Soup record. So respectfully, this is kind of like her baby, and it's your baby as well, and Harlem's baby, and
Yeah.
the Voice of Harlem's baby.
Yeah.
This is all your baby. So everybody wants. I would get why somebody would feel, like
Honestly,
guarded or protected over.
I've done so much music. I've done so much music, Danje. And
that being your biggest, and the album won gold, correct?
Yes.
You guys sold it
Wow.
out.
Dancing on Me went gold as well.
Okay.
I'm on the Jerk remix, that went gold as well. Like I'm on different records. Like when you go to a party uptown,
Right.
like I said earlier, I'm like to Harlem with Too Short is to the Bay.
Right.
If you come to Harlem or you come to the Bronx or you uptown or you New York, you try going to a party without hearing a Webstar set. That's where they play 4, 5, 6 year records in a row. They call it a
Right.
Webstar set.
Uh-huh.
But the thing that made me mad, she literally said, I don't do nothing. And I'm like Harlem Reloaded. Shout to Nick Bucks and G Dye. What about Boogie Black? You
That was
love
your
Boogie
record,
Black. You
yeah,
know what
right.
he means to Harlem. Who you think started Boogie Black? Who you think put Voice of Harlem on his first record? The first time you heard Tiana Taylor, it was on my album. Like Ron Browns, T-Rex, Murder Move. I didn't start none of them. I'm not responsible for none of their success. But I played the party with everybody.
I agree.
I'm gonna tell you one thing I want to say.
Okay.
Look at Tiana Taylor, right?
Right.
She was in some bad deals. you see her in the media complaining about the Kanye deal and all that, but guess what?
She reinvents herself.
There you go.
Whether it's
There
acting,
you go.
whether it's apparent,
How
whether
proud
it's
are we of Tiana?
fashion with
Oscars,
the Jordan
Emmys,
brand,
everything.
she reinvents
Are we
herself.
not proud of
As
her?
we all should reinvent
Are
ourselves.
we not proud of her?
We are proud
She
of her.
came in when
Yeah.
I came in. We came
We
in
are proud of
together.
her. And I guess what the point you're trying to make is you don't see her
No.
throwing shade on Pharrell because of the Google Me all Kanye because that didn't work out. She just keeps on going.
God gave her lemon. She's making lemonade.
Okay.
It ain't always going. Listen, lemonade don't taste good until you add sugar.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna leave that right there, man. Like I said, man, it's a really dope conversation. You know what I mean? You gotta excuse homie Donjay. Like I said, it must be his first interview, or he must have forgot the cameras in the room because like he's just over talking my man at the wrong segments. But besides that, though, it's a really insightful conversation, especially if you're inspiring to be in the music industry, or you know you want to hear stories about some of your favorite records, how they came about, the trials and tribulations behind the records. I do feel like it's a very teachable video, and it's definitely something that I encourage a lot of people to check out and watch. But yeah, I just wanted to show that because I felt that was very important. I want to see if I can bring up this. I want to see if I can bring it up. Hold up. There we go.
This is Bianca, aka Young B.
Chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side.
This is Brittney Taylor, aka Free Beauty.
Let's work.
Please. You can't do the 5 G's, oh please. You can't do the 10 G's, oh please. Y'all just be clowning. I want to see you 5
This girl doesn't get along with this girl. But this girl keeps performing this girl's record as if it's hers. She is taking this girl's likeness for her own personal gain. It's not okay. It's time that this girl stops performing this girl's record. She wasn't in the studio when that record was made. She doesn't have a verse on the record. She didn't produce the record. She has absolutely nothing to do with the 5,000. She made Chicken Noodle Soup. I made 5 G's. That is my record. That is me on the record. Oh, please. You can't do the 5 G's. Oh, please. You can't do the 10 G's. Oh, please. Y'all just be clowning. I want to see you 5,000. That's my voice. She's pretending that that's her voice. I don't know what the reason is, but we got to put this to an end. Okay? Imagine being backstage.
It is.
Watching the show and seeing this girl come out performing your record.
Give y'all some nutrition. Let's go, sir.
Please. You can't do the 5 G's.
This is at the Bow Wow concert. That's crazy.
Can you imagine how that feels? That feels crazy.
Wow.
Granted, I know some people are going to say, why are you just letting it happen? I'm not just letting it happen, but I'm a grown woman and I have 2 kids right now. We can't just go beating people up because they're performing your record. But something got to be done because that's not her record. That's my record. And mentally, it's challenging for me right now. You do know that you're not on the record, right? Enough is enough.
And it's crazy because when in the interview, Webb talks about them not being able to clear the record because I believe it has a Timbaland sample in it. But that's crazy, yo. Like she was backstage at the Bow Wow concert thinking she's about to get on stage and perform, and Bianca comes out to her song and dances to it. Like that's diabolical, man. That's diabolical. But let me know what y'all think, man, in the comment section, man. It's your boy Acito. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.